Alrighty. What's good, YouTube? Let me just get into this for a little while. I'm not trying to be blacklisted, although I'm not scared of any entity. I'm not scared of any deity. I'm not scared of anybody. I fear anybody besides the man above, Jesus Christ, Lord, my Savior. God. I don't fear anyone besides. So, mind you, I'm speaking about all these. I really don't care. You know, God is covering me. And the only reason why I feel like I can speak on this is because God is covering me. I have a strong relationship with Jesus Christ. Strong relationship. Actually, this is the reason why I feel like even talking about this right now. But basically, if you guys don't know what's going on, this shit hit the fan basically. For all my conspiracy theorists, we got a victory. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. We're not conspiracy theorists. We're just knowers of truth. We're unblindsided. We refuse to be gaslighted. Refuse to be told anything. Sometimes they say, put the weed down. Sometimes they say we're schizophrenic. And that just furthers my whole point in people being brainwashed, people being indoctrinated. A so-called country who had slaves, who was built off slavery, built off immigration. We have so many problems with that to this day. And not for the reasons we had back then. You know what I'm saying? Like, for a country who was built off slavery and immigration, it's people who still like to side with the government. It's almost like that Stockholm syndrome shit. You know? Like, oh, George Bush? How could he ever eat babies? How could George Bush ever do that? Nigga, you don't know George Bush. Let alone you don't know what he did in his past life. You don't know what he did when he was younger. You don't know his connections. You don't know what's on his mind, gang. I'm here to tell you though. Now, I'm going by what's in the Bible. And I'm going by what they show us. Now, if you're one of those people who look at movies and look at movies just to look at a movie, to hell with you. Shame on you. Because you're a reason why these people can do what they do. Because you never question anything. You never question nothing. And that's painfully frustrating. When you try to tell someone, hey bro, you seen this, you seen that? Like KFC commercial, for example. My guy, I'm not even finna KFC commercial gang. And gang, you know what's so crazy? Because I'm not gonna lie, you can literally look someone dead in the face and be like, I think KFC is selling human body part. I think KFC is selling human in their chicken. You can look at someone dead in the face and say that shit, like no lies. Like dead ass serious. And they'll look at you like, nigga, what the fuck is wrong with you? As if like that's not possible. Now, to throw that accusation out, it's cool. It's like one thing. You know? Now if somebody threw that accusation out to me, I'd be like in my head like, that's crazy. But it's so like descriptive and crazy to be like, let me do more information on this. I'm not gonna just turn it down. That's like saying a nigga came to me and say, oh, there's a hole on 40th Street. I live on 41st. There's a hole on 40th Street. There's a hole in the street. Don't walk down there. You don't believe this nigga. You walk down there and are you gonna like just not listen because you just didn't like what you heard? I don't know. Or are you gonna like take heed? It's one thing when you take heed and you just full blown out listen to somebody. Like I'm not saying that you can't like when people tell you about these Hollywood parties and stuff like that. You ain't gotta believe them. But take heed. Don't just go there and like, nigga told me about this. So when somebody tells you about something, and you may not listen to everything they say, but that one thing they mentioned, and you happen to see that one thing, and it's like, oh shit, I heard it somewhere. I didn't sit right with my spirit as well. And I heard that shit too. It must be true. Let me get the fuck up out of here. No, some people will literally ignore red flags, gang. But anyways, for example, I looked at my mama dead in her face, and I told her, don't eat KFC chicken. I think they're putting human in the chicken. Why did I? And I'm a smart nigga. I use logic and I use context clues. I analyze. So I'm not just saying shit off rip. But you guys probably already know what I'm about to get to. My fault. Yeah, if you recent commercial. I don't even know if I want to show this shit to y'all. Like, gang, like, bro. Matter of fact, I'm gonna just show this shit to y'all so y'all understand like the stupidity of some of these people. When you try to tell them, I think they're eating humans, or I think they're doing this, or I think they're doing that. When you try to tell these niggas, bro, you try to tell these niggas, you try to tell these niggas, bro, and this is how they feel. This is how they feel, gang. You would literally try to tell these niggas, oh, I think they're doing this, and they'll put this shit right in your face, gang. Hold up, my fault. They're doing everything to distract me from the real shit. It's already up there. That's how you already know what it's about to be like, bro. Look at this, bro. You cannot make this stop. Now, here's how you do your informational research. This should be easy for everybody to do. Now, I know what this is. I know what this is. Like this, the code, what she's dressed as, I know what it is. So I'm gonna just let y'all continue watching. Niggas coming out trading. You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. What in the sacrifice? Gravy. That's fucking gravy. That's fucking gravy. It's fucking gravy. The nigga. Man, Bird is crazy. The nigga. Bro. And this is, bro. This is what I be saying, bro. This is what I be saying. Like, if you have a, if you have any type of like this, if you have any type of video or any type of anything where you feel like you know something, and it's not because you feel like you know, it's because these niggas are telling you, my nigga. That shit said believe. The nigga, they dipped the nigga, bro. They dipped the nigga in the fucking grease, gang, and he came out as a chicken leg. They dipped the dude. He appeared out of nowhere. They grabbed him, dipped the nigga in fucking grease. He came out as a chicken bone, a chicken leg. Are you niggas not like and the nigga? And they said believe in the chicken. You cannot make shit like that up. You cannot make that up. You cannot even and that's why like certain conversations I don't even have with niggas, cause you will show a nigga that video, they won't even like think, they won't even assume, they won't even suspect anything. They'll just they won't have an answer for you. Like, think about it, my nigga. What type of commercial is this? You're selling chicken here, not selling a fucking golden egg, a golden prize. This ain't fucking Willy Wonka. What are you selling here? Like, what type of like all this to say you're selling chicken? Come on, bro. Come on. Mind you, I haven't eaten fast food in years. Now, I had Popeyes about 2 weeks ago. Now, sometimes, you know what I'm saying, I get my little cravings and shit like that, but it's something in me that I don't want that shit. It's something in me that I don't. I haven't had McDonald's. I haven't had McDonald's for years. And I promise you, God is my witness. I haven't had McDonald's for years. Like McDonald's, like a McDonald's burger. I think I probably had like a coffee and a guava pie, gang. I love their guava pies. I will not cap. I love the guava pies. But burgers, French fries, maybe. But burgers, I don't eat meat from these fast food corporations. Why is it so fast? They pull the burger out from hiding and put that bitch on the stove for 5 seconds. Cheese, pickles, and all that shit, and give it to you, gang. Let alone they have so many. They sell 6 million burgers a day. They sell 6 million burgers a day. Let me see what this is. That's 1 million burgers a day, my guy. 6 million. My fault. I got some stupid ass message. It's 6 million burgers. And you think you're not eating at least a leg of it? You think you're not eating a nigga's arm? Come on, bro. I'm sorry, bro. Cause you know all you gotta do is just you know what ground beef is, right? Like you can literally put anything in that ground machine, and it's gonna turn into that same mushy context. Like you're not gonna know. You know, it's niggas who eat deer burgers, and they don't know that they eating burgers. Like they think it's regular burgers. Whole time they eating deer. Some of the meat tastes the same, but you ain't gonna never know, bro. You'll never know unless you do your research. Unless you stop ignoring shit like that. I'm sorry, bro. Shit like this, you can. The nigga dip, bro. Bro, cuz. And like, where this egg came from? What the egg is? What is that about? And if you're not asking questions while you're watching this shit, then bro, I feel like you shouldn't be a parent. Cause you're not even like looking for the best interest in certain things when it comes to certain people, you're not looking for the like what are you doing, gang? Like, are you looking at this and not even like blinking the eye? And it's one thing to not like say like what you think it is, but for a nigga like me who did the step one, watch, step two, analyze, step three, you know what I'm saying, context. And then on top of that, what the worldly image is right now, how much evil it is, you have to, bro, think about it, bro. There's only one evil and there's only one good, the standard wise. There's an evil and there's a good. Find the standard for evil. If you don't want to be that, you go to the opposite. So what's the good? That's God. People gonna find out that's Jesus Christ. Simple. The devil went against Jesus. The devil tried to get Jesus to sin. The devil tried to get Jesus out of his body when he was going on a fast, 40 days. Like, you know how hungry he was? You know how hungry Jesus was? The devil tried to give him everything he wanted. So Satanist, when you look at that, Santa, Christmas, they cross out Christ and put X. You can't make this up. April Fool's Day, my guy, once you learn that April Fool's is like, that's another subject. That's a rabbit hole subject. But those rabbit holes start after, like I said, we're seeing what's going on right now with the whole eating babies, sacrificing babies. That's gonna happen next. We're gonna get to like it's gonna get worse. And the fact that sacrificing dismembering babies don't seem worse, don't seem like the pinnacle. No, buddy, it's worse. And I'm not gonna say worse like on a. It's not that much worse, but it's more so worse like psychologically. Like, I'll let you know, like, and that's the reason why they couldn't come up with all the files. A lot of the files they had to be redacted. A lot of them had to be redacted, bro, because it's a lot of things in those files that the average human is not gonna, they're not gonna be able to fathom. The average human is not gonna be able to fathom. It's not. It will change. To be honest, it will spark probably a war, apocalypse. It's apocalyptic. The rest of those files, because I know that if I, because I'm not gonna lie to you, I didn't expect those files to include child sacrifices because child sacrifices and bro, I kid you not, gang. I'm not gonna go to the files just because, but they literally had Epstein's bank account name was Baal. That's the Moloch god. That's the one of the gods who sacrifice children. That's one of the gods who sacrifice children. The little god, not the big god. That's one of them little niggas who sacrifice children. But the main god for the demons. Yeah. So when you see that, it's like, damn, they put that. Either they wanted to, or that's just like that's just the beginning. I mean, there's always some more. There's more for sure, but that's just the beginning. Because it's a rabbit hole. It's a big rabbit hole. And I suggest all my fellow whether you're a Christian, whether you're and the thing is, bro, as you can see how much evil is going on, now is not the time to argue with your neighbor. Now is not the time to argue with your family, with your friends. It's the time to get closer to God. And if you don't have a God to get close to, if you don't have Jesus Christ to get close to, I suggest you start small and just know that there is a God, clearly. And if you don't believe in a God, first and foremost, like not literally, but I rather you know the devil than you know no God. You feel like there's no such thing. Because if you know the devil and you don't align yourself with the devil's works, you're gonna find something, you're gonna find his enemy, which is Jesus Christ, God. You're gonna find that and you're gonna align yourself with his works. Like it's gonna lead somewhere, you know? Like so that's why I say like people who don't believe in God nowadays, or like a spiritual matter, a spiritual thing, something that made our bodies perfectly as we are. The world is the way it is, whether it's evil or it's good. The world is evil right now. So if you do you think that people who do evil on earth are they some people feel like they were just placed on earth. Like there's no mission, there's no nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like and it's like so you think bad people just get to be bad here and nothing's gonna happen to them like when they die? Like you think like let's say even if you didn't believe in anything, you think you could do bad on this earth and you're gonna get away with it? You think you're gonna be able to do bad on this earth for however many years that you're alive, and that whenever you die, like you're gonna have no consequences for it? You think that's possible? Or even for the person who's being good people, you think you're not gonna have no, you know what I'm saying? Like there's no place for you. You think like y'all gonna be, you know what I'm saying? Be for real, and you know then you're gonna go down your rabbit hole. Your rabbit hole gonna take you there. Your rabbit hole gonna take you back to Jesus Christ at the end of the day, because once you see all this child sacrificing, this and that, and then you see the name specifically, you see Bob. Who's that? That's one of their gods that they praise. That's one of their gods that they praise. And then more and more research is like, wow, okay, this it's like, damn, what's the opposite? Israel. Well, not Israel's opposite, but you're gonna think about Israel. You think about Israel. Why they in our country? Why they financially backing all the countries right now? Why have they been kicked out from over 106 countries? Ask yourself, gang. Ask yourself. Ask yourself. And then ask yourself why they here now. And then you look at what's going on, you see how many people dying, you see how many people be tied in with Israel. You see it. And you see why the same niggas tied in with Israel are the same niggas doing this satanic pedophilia shit. And then you're gonna look back at Israel's history. If you're a regular human, you're gonna be like, damn, why is Israel getting all this news and stuff like that? Like, what is that? What is that? If you're not a regular, if you don't know the Bible already, you don't know God. Damn, why they get all this news? Like, what's going on? Wonder what's going on. Like, what the hell? Then you will go down that rabbit hole. But I think as people just don't want to, either they're lazy, they don't care genuinely, like they say they do, or they just literally can't comprehend it, fathom it, or they don't want to fathom it. Because they tell us, oh, we hating this celebrity, like Jay-Z just got exposed. Nigga, we don't give a fuck about Jay-Z. We don't give a fuck about Jay-Z and his accomplishments and what he did, him selling dope in '96. I don't give a fuck about the nigga. I'm telling you what I know, what I seen in the files. And Jay-Z, I already knew Jay-Z was a slime nigga. See, some people had to hear all these nasty ass facts to be able to believe the truth that's gonna come out later by these guys. Like we're in the times of exposure. A lot of truth is gonna come out. There it is again. I'm not being gang soft. It's just when I be getting in my flow state, it's like shit like that happen. You know what I'm saying? I'm over here about to roll up a line and shit. But anyways, that's besides the point. The point is, bro, now is the time to get right with Jesus Christ. Now is the time to get right with Jesus Christ, God's only begotten Son. If you do not have a relationship with Jesus Christ today, today, I don't know what to tell you because I can tell you now, Jesus is coming anytime now. I honestly think we have maybe like 15 more years. I honestly think because you're gonna have New World Order set in 2030, supposedly. You're gonna have all these wars and all these not wars, but political disagreements. You're gonna have somebody threatening us. All these fights, killings, and just a lot of things, and then they're gonna be like the United States, at least. Not even the United States, but the people itself are gonna be like, "Someone save us! Someone save us! Someone save us! Someone save us!" And that's when God, I mean not God. That's when the GOV, them bitch ass niggas, they gonna come out with Project Bluebeam. You never heard of Project Bluebeam? Bitch, you better go do some research on that shit. Cause it's not what you think it is. And actually, unfortunately, it's gonna get so many Christians, so many people who are religious. First of all, I'm gonna let you know right now, and don't let nobody gaslight you, bro. Christianity is the only real religion. Shit like that. Demons don't get mad when you say Muhammad. I don't even speak about Muhammad. Like that's. Anyways, notice how all the rappers and all these fucked up ass rappers, they never go to Christianity. They go to Muslim. They become a Muslim. What's up with that? What's up with that, nigga? Ask yourself those questions, nigga. Why niggas never turn Christian? They turn Muslim. I wonder why. Hmm. Hmm. That's weird. But anyways, hey, I'm not a judge. I judge righteously though, and when I see how I call it, and then I gotta judge for my safety. Anyways, that's besides the point. The point is get your life right. Get your life right with God right now. I'm telling you right now, like all jokes aside, all jokes aside. We may not know the hour or day that he comes back. We may not know, but he's literally coming back. Like we just started today. We officially hit those timelines. We officially hit that time where Jesus is going to come back. People be probably been saying like, "Oh, he's gonna come back. He's gonna come back. He's gonna come back." Oh, he didn't come back during slavery. Y'all didn't. Y'all gotta understand, bro. Jesus, God is not some. He's not that. He's not that. If that was the case, it would be no point in this earth. There'd be no point in the world if everyone was a good person. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about it. Just think about it. And you may not want to think about it like that, but think about it. It seems normal how we have, like, it seems balanced. How we have bad people, we have good people. We have rich and poor. And I feel like we don't need to have poor people and bad people. But in the reality of this world, there's a category for everybody. And we can say that. And through indoctrination, we don't have to feel like this, but that's just the reality of what we've been through. Through our indoctrination, we feel like people have to work for what they got. When that's not the case, we weren't supposed to be like that. It was supposed to be only essential work. God had essential work laid out for us. I'm talking about building houses, construction, things of that nature. The buildings. We have our teachers. We have our farm workers, agriculture, and then we have our nurses, our doctors, medics. You know what I'm saying? Like that's it. That's it. And then we have our preachers, obviously. But that's it. That's how God intended life for us. And that's how I know He intended life for us. But these people want to make the World Economic Forum. They want to make the federal banking system. They want to make money. And it's not even about to make money. It's more so to put people in a position where we're slaves now. Where we can't even think about what God put down here for us. A lot of black people don't even travel. A lot of black people don't even see life, see the world I had the opportunity to go to Arizona, and if you know about Arizona, you know that Arizona it's historic. It has an historic aura to it. Arizona has an historic aura. So does Utah. I went to Utah as well. If you see the land, you see if you know about the Nephilim, you know about you see the land, you see it, you know, you just know. And I made a video actually as well about the flood coming through the canyons, and that's how they made those ridges in between the canyons, trenches and things like that nature. Like that's like Jesus. But I was able to see that in person. And if you know, you know. It makes more sense when they talk about Skinwalker Ranch. Skinwalker Ranch is in Utah, not too far. And Skinwalker Ranch is, if you think about it, the canyons are right there. The water came through. It swept a lot of people away. It swept a lot of people away. A lot of people. This nigga telling me some shit that I already know. Nigga, I'm telling you that. But anyways, yeah, bro. Like I said, bro, cause I have a lot of friends now. It's painfully hard. It's painful. It's so painful to just tell them. I I don't know if they think I'm just yapping or they don't care. They probably feel like more things are important, but I feel like there's nothing more important than what's going on right now. You know, like I don't like to, feed my mind all the time with the negativity. But when there's a positive thing at the end and you have to get through this negativity to get through the positive, bring that bitch on. Bring it on, nigga. You feel me? I plan on getting to heaven. That's why I plan on going. I try to tell my fellows like, and the thing is with me is like, bro, you don't have nothing to lose. It's not like you going to hell for loving Jesus. It's not like any of these other fake religions sending you to hell for like what do you have to lose? You see that Jesus is nice. All you have to do is follow the commandments. And crazy thing about it, the commandments are just moralistic things that the average nice person, the average good-hearted person follows on a daily. Don't lie. Don't lie. Don't steal from nobody. Don't kill nobody. Don't don't cheat on your lady, yo nigga. Don't fuck a nigga bitch. Knowing that's his bitch. Don't gossip. Respect your parents. Respect your elders. Nigga, like what's wrong? Why can't people succumb to that? I don't understand that. Why can't people succumb to those itty bitty ass, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, we have problems, like we have sin. That's why God forgives us. That's why Jesus died on the cross for us. We're supposed to be here. That's why he died on the cross for us. So yes, we can sin, but why can't people follow those itty bitty commandments? In the Old Testament, we would have been fucked. Every nigga on earth, I would have been fucked. I would have been the first nigga fucked. No homo. I would have been fucked. I would have been in hell. I would have sent God would have sent me straight down there. But we in the Old Testament. We in the New Testament now. Jesus died for our sins. There's a lot of things that we go through that we face that is hard to shake off. Whether you're addicted to drugs, whether you're addicted to porno, you're addicted to some type of freak ass shit that you can't speak of. Whatever it is, God died for our sins. Jesus died for our sins, which is why you will never judge. And the more you learn about neuroscience, the more you learn about diseases, a lot of mental diseases, they're just demonic, they're demonic oppressions. I want to let you guys know, like most diseases, bipolarness, schizophrenia, those are like demonic possessions. The same symptoms. And thing about it is doctors can't tell you where schizophrenia comes from. But they can't tell you how it starts. It's usually when you have a trauma. How does the devil reach you? Through trauma, through your negatives in your life. That's the only time the devil usually comes. Unless you have ups, and then he wants to test you because he feels like you're not. Usually, thing is when it comes to this earth, the devil's going to test you. If you say that you about God, you this and that, the devil's going to go to God and try to test you, try to get you on his side, place all types of negativity in your life. I'm talking about, and the thing about it is, people have to understand the spiritual aspect of this world for them to understand what I'm saying. Because people feel like how does the devil control your parent or your sister or your cousins? Bro, this world is strictly spiritual. We're just a vessel. You ever notice how like you don't always have control of your body? Notice that. When you get blackout drunk, you don't have control of your body, but somebody's telling you that you're doing some shit. You don't have control of your body, but someone's telling you that you were doing some shit. I don't remember that. You blacked out, but you were doing some shit. That's not you no more. You didn't got, and I don't know if you noticed, but it just may sound like yap talk. Your frequency would get so high, like it's like sometimes your frequency would just get to a point where something can enter you, like, and it's usually like when you're very emotional. It's like in that dopamine, that it like hits, and it's like you're rushing. You got that rush. So something enters you. But anyways, so talking about spirits and stuff like that. Once you read the Bible, you understand. You have, and this is going to explain. This is going to explain all the politicians nowadays and why they're lizards. Lizards. You have the fallen angels. First of all, Adam and Eve, blah blah blah, whatever. So you have the fallen angels. You have Lucifer. You have fallen angels. 200 people came down on Earth, watchers. They crossbreeded people. I mean, not people. They probably have. They probably have. And the Bible says they crossbreeded animals with beasts. Beasts are like lions or uh, like hippopotamus, them type of things. Didn't specifically say hippos, but beasts, those type of animals. Animals. Birds with beasts. Pigs, they crossbreed. It was crossbreeding. And if I'm not mistaken, they were having sex with these animals as well. Which is why you have these things like Greek mythology. So the reason why you have like the head and you have the fucking donkey legs. People may see that as disclaimer. All movies you have watched, any sci-fi movies you have watched, them shits are 9 times out of 10 about something. And I want you to know, you cannot, your brain cannot come up with something without seeing something or hearing about something. Your brain can't. It cannot grasp a new ideology from any, like out of the thin air. It can't. It has to be seen, heard, or seen. That's how you create images in your brain. For example, I could look at this wall and I could just tell how it would taste on my tongue if I were to lick it. Like your brain can draw that pic like that feeling in your mind, and you can kind of taste it. You kind of feel it about how that wall gonna taste. The ridges in the wall, like the type of wall it is. Your brain can draw that. And mind you, why? Because I saw it. You cannot draw a fucking zombie in your brain. Actually, you probably can, low key. But that's no, you can't. I mean, zombie is very man-eating flesh, like man-eating dead person that's walking. But to still think about it, for example, mermaids. Mermaids are real. So, anyways, you have the fallen angels, 200 watchers. So now you have the crossbreedings. You have all that. Crossbreedings were just the dinosaurs, which is why you have the Chinese people seeing dinosaurs. I mean, flying dragons in the sky, birds, beasts in the sky. Fallen angels created that. The watchers created that. They created that. So that's when Noah sent the flood. Noah sent the flood. What did he do? He sent the flood to wash out all, and he only said two of each animal so you can wash out all those nasty beast animals. So when you hear about those cryptids and you hear about those cave skinwalkers and shit, they are real. They survived the flood. And whether they lived on for years and years and years, they survived the flood. They have reproduced, made what they made. They are real things, bro. They are real things, man. They are real things. The fallen angels, the Nephilims, fallen angels, Percy Jackson, his mother had Poseidon as a husband or whatever. Baby daddy. What was he? He was an angel. He was a fallen angel. It was 13 of them? 12 of them? Something like that? He was a fallen angel, gang. Why? He was a Nephilim. Was he a Nephilim? He was. He was a product of one. What? Same story. I ain't gonna catch you. The nigga was big as fuck. Big as hell. Big as hell. Connect the dots. Greek mythology, the Anunnaki. Connect the dots. Fallen angels. Big as fuck. Made Nephilim. Big as fuck. Eating everybody. Yum, yum, yum. What was that Percy Jackson shit in the Minotaur? Beasts. It's a what's that shit called? Godzilla? That's real. You guys probably know already, Leviathan. That's real. Everything that the nigga they made billion. Do you know this? Do you know what it means to invest millions of dollars into production for just a movie off the top of my brain? I made a movie off the top of my brain to make a script to make everything like that. No, they hear stories, gang. They hear stories about this shit. They 9 times out of 10 they seen this shit. Beginning times, and that's why they say at the end times of Revelation, it's gonna be like the Noah's times. We're gonna be seeing these shits. We're gonna be seeing these shits. When that time comes, and 9 times out of 10, the time gonna come when all the files are released, where we learn about the nasty parts of it, like past the rape. But we're gonna get into more of like the cloning, the psychological warfare, CIA, MK Ultra, all those type of things. Like, what? That's out. But people just don't. But we're gonna talk about like them actually doing it on people. All those type of things. You're gonna be like, the fuck? Beyonce's a clone the whole time. She's not real the whole time. Your life is gonna feel like a lie. So it's gonna be like a not a psyop, but like a it's like a psychosis in a way. You're gonna go through a psychosis, and that's when I think World War III will start because people will rebel, and then they're gonna have to put us on martial law. We won't be able to read. I mean, we won't be able to sell things or buy things. Mark of the beast, and then sooner or later, maybe like 3 years after that, that's when World War III will happen. When we won't be able to sell or buy things, and we're gonna get, you know what I'm saying? And there's gonna be probably times when they kill you for confessing Jesus, your love for Jesus. You know? So yeah. Get right with Jesus, gang. Get right with Jesus, because we're on track right now. And I hope that's not the case because I have these times where it's like, damn, like I wanna focus on this in my life, I wanna focus on this, but it's like, why do I even bother if you know what I'm saying? And if you're struggling with that as well, do this. Partake in life. Live your life to the fullest. Be smart with it. Don't do things that's gonna have you stressing over and over about something. And like you're just wasting time stressing about some shit. Just for this world to end tomorrow. You know? Don't spend your time stressing on shit. Do things for you, do things for your happiness. Prioritize your mental health. Prioritize your happiness. This world is backwards. So do it over again. I want everybody to be blessed. I want everybody to stay safe. I want everybody to please watch out. We are in spiritual warfare. We're in worse times. Well, look at me doing the Freemason handstand. I'm not with them niggas. That's probably how they feel when some niggas just be, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, but yeah, seriously, give your life to God. Give your life to Jesus ASAP. You may not have the time. And honestly, I'm gonna be sad. I'm gonna be sad. For all the people that I try to teach about this shit to, and or warn, I feel sad for them because some of them don't even believe it. And I can't, and that's why I don't judge because, and God said not to judge because you never know how they were brought up. They may not have been brought up in the church. They may not have been brought up where God was popular, where, learning about Jesus, not God, but Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying? So it may take longer for them to learn, or it may take a person in their life to teach them. And they just don't have it on their brain, you know? I was fortunate enough to be brought up in the church. Now, I ain't gonna lie to you. When I was in church, I wasn't listening to nothing. I was going to sleep on the first row. I was a deacon, a junior deacon. I was going to sleep, tired. I had a hard working childhood, so I was always tired sometimes. But yeah, that's what's going. Like yeah, get in church. Like I wasn't doing anything. I was just in church, just going because I had to. But once I got out, that's when I started. That's when I got closer to God. Ironically, when I got out of church, I got close. I got immensely close. I asked God to take away people from my life, and He did that. And I remember asking Him too, and He did that. I asked Him twice, and He did that. He did it. A lot of people. And I don't think he was done at the time. And he may not still be done. Because there's still people who I'm cutting off. Still people who, and not because of, sometimes if you cut that person off for that many things. Because if you feel like it's going to jeopardize your mental health later on, like I said, it's small, but things lead up to the big. It, big starts from small every time. So don't misjudge, misinterpret that small shit as if like it don't mean nothing. Nah, gang, it means everything in the world. Because if it did it wouldn't have started out like that. But like I said, I just want everyone to be aware of everything that you're seeing on the internet. We're in those times now. We literally hit those times. For all my people who, all my followers of Christ, uh, like I said, I will see you guys in the end. I will see you guys. I actually had this little thing. I asked God. I said, bro, when the trials and tribulations come, not leave me behind, but I want to be able to be here to help people maneuver. Because when they start trying to kill people for, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let people know when that blue beam in the sky hit, that Project Blue Beam shit hit, and let people know like, no, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. I'm gonna be that guy. I plan on being that guy. And for all my other Christians or Christ followers who feels the same way, when the apocalypse hit, we all gonna meet up. We all gonna meet up. We gonna set up a location. We all gonna meet up and we gonna fight this shit out together. Because I feel like we gotta do this shit together. You know what I'm saying? We have to. Like I personally, like I said, I don't know if y'all taking me serious or not, but I personally believe in these things happening. God said it's gonna happen. God prophesied it. A lot of people prophesied it. So yeah, it's gonna happen, nigga. It's gonna happen. But like I said though, for all my people who Christ followers, real nigga shit. We getting on our push-ups. We getting on our boxing. If y'all can't see, I got a boxing shit right here. We getting on our boxing. We getting on our MMA. All 2026 through 2036, maybe 2033, because 33 is that Freemason number, and it's the Jesus. It's Jesus. That's Jesus number. So maybe you know how they like to do with their years and shit. But anyways, get your guns up. Get your funds up. More importantly, get your guns up. These guns, and yo, you know what I'm saying? Get your guns up. We're gonna need them. We might need them shits. At the end times, to protect us from certain people, we gotta survive. We have to survive. We have to see that. We have to be able to see Jesus come. We are. God forbid anything happens to us, but we have to see that. We gotta be there. And we gotta be there for some people who never had that shit. And they're looking for someone to like help them. To whether it's put them onto the information or stop them from taking the mark of the beast. They need niggas like us. And if you want to meet, hey, subscribe. Thank you, bro. Be safe out here, man. God bless everyone. God bless everyone. I love all you. White. I just want y'all to know, white, black, Hispanic. We're all one. We all came from Adam and Eve. We all came from Abraham. It's all a tree. Ham, Sam, and Shem. We all came from the same people. So I love all y'all. Black. I don't use the term black anymore. Hispanic, the Latin group, Europeans, Africans, Asians, Dominicans, Caribbean, South Americans, the Americans, Canadians. I love all y'all. White, black, brown, yellow, blue, purple, goldfish, raccoon. I love you niggas, bro. I love all y'all. All y'all. I want all y'all to be safe. I want all y'all to please be safe. Watch what you eat. Take care of your family members. Take care of your friends. Don't be scared to tell your friends what's up and what's not. Just let them know, like, everyone needs to be safe. We need everyone to be alive when the time comes. It's gonna be a victory that we have to watch. So everyone, please be safe out there. Ironically, nigga, I'm talking about I'm being safe, nigga. I go outside the door, nigga, after this video I just made. That'd be crazy. But I'm covered by God. Get close with God. Get close with God. He will cover you. He will cover you. I promise you, he will cover you. There's a lot of things that I feel like I could have been fucked up with, but God covered me. and I recognized it, and I acknowledged it. That's one thing about it. You have to acknowledge when God covers you. I think He loves that shit. God loves when you acknowledge what He did for you. You know, like because a lot of people be like, oh, like they don't know what karma is. Whole time they done been through karma, they just didn't know like it was because of like what happened was because of what they did. So they're not gonna resort that to karma. They're gonna be like, oh, that just happened to me. The whole time it was karma because of what you did. But some people don't look in the mirror, so they ain't. Besides the point, that's a whole other video for another time. Everyone be safe out here, and yeah, God bless.